Forrest Alston was just outstanding with 30 points tonight. What did you see from her today, I should say?
Well, she was so humble in crediting her teammates, but so many of her baskets she created on her own, and that's what she does so well. Puts the ball on the floor and attacks. She had 3 assists in the game. That was right after she'd hit a couple of threes, so that set up the drive to the basket. But she was also good from three-point range today. She was hitting outside, but she was also creating off the dribble as she does so well. Steph White talked about the fact that she continued to go right, and Northwestern didn't have an answer as she created the baskets as she drove to the right. Those 30 points, big in this game, lifting the team to a victory in the first round.
And as much as she was impressive, the story as a whole is their collective offense. This is a team that's worst in the Big Ten in scoring. They average 64 points a game. How did they score 86?
Well, I think they were able to move the basketball and share and got those three-point baskets early. And whenever you're in a tournament format and you can share the ball and get a few people going, scoring is contagious. And so if somebody's hitting them, then it gets others going. And they took advantage of the fact Northwestern at the bottom of the league as far as defense, and they attacked with the dribble, they shared the basketball. But they're going to have to do that against Penn State because they didn't score very well in their 2 games against Penn State this year.
And like you said, this isn't a great three-point shooting team, and yet they had 7 at the break, 11 by the time the day was done. Doris Moore, this is another player who stepped up, had arguably the game of her season, 19 points and 10 boards.
Well, she did. She got all over the boards, and that was a big key, especially early in the game. When you want to get rid of those tournament jitters, you want to get high percentage shots, and Moore was on the offensive boards early in the game. She gave her team second chance opportunity. She was big in the middle on both ends of the court and had a big game.
All right, let's take a look at the Northwestern side now. Maggie Lyon, not her normal self,
well,
but she still had a good, impressive 23 points.
She had this segment of the game where she did not hit her three-point shots, and I think it didn't help the confidence of Northwestern. They needed that boost coming out of the halftime locker room. She didn't shoot especially well. Now, she made some threes late, and they were able to score in transition, but I think what it came down to, Mike, is that Northwestern struggled in the half court against the Ohio State half-court defense. They got some scoring in transition, but they couldn't make it happen in the half court, and that was a big key in the game.
Lyon ended up with 23. Coffey had 17 and 11. You mentioned Carly Roser at the break. She had a very nice statistical performance, 11.6 boards, 6 assists. Their season is over, or is it? Is there an outside shot they could play in the WNIT?
I think there's an outside shot. They finished the season with a 500 record, and so they have an opportunity. Now, Michigan is ahead of them as far as the selections for a WNIT bid, but it depends on how many teams get to go as things all shake out. But the way this young team has played this year in Northwestern, there's a lot of really positive things ahead, and at least they've given themselves an opportunity to be selected.
And this is a young team, like you mentioned. You start 3 freshmen, you're not supposed to be at this point, but they've got a bright future there.